Hi, I'm Danielle, the Clay Lady. Welcome to my studio on the Clay Ladies campus in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a faux sgraffito platter. So I learn a lot from my students, and in my hand building section of my pottery class, Julie started this trend, and then Chris really refined it. And now we actually teach weekend workshops about it. And so what I'm going to show you is their technique on how they made a faux sgraffito platter. Sgraffito is when you paint with slip, or what I call my clay paints, and then you carve through, revealing the color of the clay underneath the slip. This is the same type of look, but a whole lot easier. So I'm gonna make a round platter today. I'm gonna set the platter down on my slab. It's about 1/4 inch thick. I'm gonna cut around and get all that extra clay off. I laid my slab on a plastic sheet so it'll be easier for me to maneuver and work with. I'm going to put this, it's a plastic placemat, but it has spaces in it. Now there's a lot of different plastic placemats out there. There's some that we have in our studio. We have this one. This one would be great for a square platter. This one doesn't work quite as well because the holes are really small, but these are some different options for you. I've got this one on here. I'm gonna roll it with a rolling pin to really make sure that it's nice and in my clay. I want the plastic to be level with the clay. And then I'm going to take my clay paints. Now, my clay paints are just prepared slips, and we've got a nice ranch dressing thickness, and I'm going to paint this whole thing. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to use one color and get the whole platter painted. My students use all different kinds of colors and will follow the patterns of the placemat. I want to be sure and get in all the little spaces. The clay paints are nice and thick, so they really fill in the spaces of these placemats. I'm going to go ahead and just get those nice and blue on the sides. Got a little spot right here left. Now in class, probably we would wait just a little bit for this clay paint to dry, get a skin on it, meaning that when you touch it, it won't smear. But for the sake of this video, I want to go ahead and give you the big reveal. Awesome. After you get your piece how you want it, then this is why I put the plastic under it, because I'm going to put it in this slump mold. And I can just lift this and slide this right under. And now my platter is not flat, but has some shape to it. I can let this dry to leather hard, clean up the edges, put a clear glaze on it, and then you'll have all of the clay showing through the spaces where the placemat is. This clay is actually a gray clay that's going to fire white. So there'll be some good contrast on here, the blue and the white contrasting with under the clear glaze. I have some here from my student Chris, who made this, and he did the same technique but with a different placemat, and then used a mold similar to this one to create this shape. And then here's another one that he did that's nice and round. So a beautiful technique, and you saw how nice and easy it was. You can really refine this where you can use different colors, different shapes, really follow a pattern, but I just think it's a great way for that sgraffito look, but in such an easy way. If you're ever in Nashville, come by and see us on the Clay Ladies campus. We have an open door policy. If we've got a class going on, you're welcome to come in and see what we're doing on the campus.